Hello, this is Tricia from Tricia's Cards and Crafts, and I thought we'd try something a little bit different today. I'm going to make an Easter card eventually, but before that I'm just going to show you how to make a one-sheet wonder. This is one that I've seen shown on different mediums. There's some on Facebook, there's some on YouTube, and one person in particular seems to show these quite a lot on her YouTube channel, and that is Artful Stampin with, oh, I've forgotten her name. Ruth Trice Magnus, that's it. And she also showed us on a Facebook Live as well on how she chooses and does her one-sheet wonders. So the two stamp sets I'm using for this one are these two, so Pretty Perennials and Forever Fern. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make these into a background sheet, and then we'll make them into a card. So I'm using this one here, possibly this one here, and the smaller flower, the leaf, and this little one with the dots on, and then I'm using this leaf, I think it is, or could be that leaf, and these leaves there. Okay, so let's have a look. The colours that I've chosen, I've got this one, no, not this one, where's it gone? Here, this set of designer series papers, and I like the colours in them, so I thought I'd use either, well, they're not quite exactly the same, but they are similar colours to this one. So I've got Old Olive, Rococo Rose. I'm using Blushing Bride. It does say Petal Pink on the back, but I'm going to use Blushing Bride instead. And then Night of Navy and Seaside Spray. And I've also got Soft Sea Foam. So a lot of the papers, there's in here, the only thing that's different is the Petal Pink, and was the white card as well. So I like the colours in that sort of stamp set. So we'll start off, I think, with flowers. So we'll use the two lighter colours as well first. So I think I might use the bigger flower with the the blue, and then the smaller flower with the pink, and we'll see how this goes. Now these are distinctive stamps, so we'll put a little group of flowers together, and then we'll do some more. I'm sort of going to group them in sort of quarters of the page, if that makes sense, so that when I cut it up they'll be I'll be able to cut it into four basically. So that's the first flower, and then I'll use Blushing Bride for the smaller flower. And I'm going to put those different places. No, I don't want to put that on top of there. I think I might just close this up a bit. Whoops, hope I didn't break that. There we go. Then I get that out of the way. Here we go. Oh, everything's going. Whoops, sorry. Here we go. So use these. And they don't all have to be the same or in the same location, just wherever I feel I want them to be. those three together actually. There we go. Sort of, these are being grouped into threes, but they don't have to be. You can have any number of them wherever you want them to be. There you go. So that's that one for now. Then I'm going to use the dark, the navy, the Night of Navy, and I'm going to use this quite big, I'll see what it looks like. I don't know whether I'll carry on using it, but we'll see. And put that, oh, didn't even get it all stamped up. Actually, I think it looks quite nice. I'm going to put those in the middle of the blue ones. I mean, you can use any stamp sets you like. The thing with this is, if you use if you're using flowers or leaves or any sort of images, the best thing you can try and do, this doesn't want to open, there we go, is to use solid stamps rather than outline stamps, because it'll help with it'll help you to fill in the space. Otherwise you'll end up having lots of empty spaces, or you'll have to try and find something that will fill in your spaces for you. There we go. And then I've got some, whoa, no, definitely not. Oh, some, now these pulled off completely this time. Great. Let's see if I can get this. Nope, it doesn't want to go in. Broken my pad. Let's just, there we go, sort of click it in a bit. There we go. Right, I'll just leave that there for now. And I think I might start off with the lighter one, the soft sea foam. And I'm just going to do, oh, you can't even, this one's not very good. I think I need a bit more ink on my ink pad. There you go. And then get a piece of scrap paper, if I can find any. Here's one. Because I'm going to stamp off with this one. Put that over here. Get rid of these out of the way a minute. Whoops. There. Now I'm going to use these, and I'm going to stamp it off. Right, I think just, I don't want to use the stem or the stalk just here, so I've just cleaned that off, and I'm going to try and just use the edge. I still stamped it anyway, so let's just clean that back off again. Try and dry that off, stamp it off, and then stamp it on there. There we go. So that'll be alright. Do that one down here. I was going to stamp it off, wasn't I? But I haven't, so never mind. So I'm going to put this one here. This is put that underneath there. This is going to come off the edge, and this one won't be there at all. There we go. And then I have got a different leaf. I might use this one. Let's see what this one looks like. Just to fill in some of the gaps. Should have had a different stamp block for this one, but it's fine. Use this. That's okay. And then what might be nice is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fill in a few gaps. Got some I might go for some of the darker pink. No, I won't, because then I got to open that up again. Perhaps I will use the soft seafoam again. I'll try it on here. It is quite, oh yeah, I like that. Sorry, I'm not talking much, am I? Just stamping away. I think very often these look quite interesting. They just sort of, you just do what you want, where you want to do it, and I think it's just a matter of trying things out and seeing what works for you. You can do anything you like, really. Actually, I might use these I might use these in, yeah, I'll do those again in a minute, and then I'll carry on with this one for a minute. Just finished doing some more little filling in spaces. Oops. And it doesn't matter if you actually go over something, another stamp, it won't actually hurt at all. I might just go in there. I mean, you can actually, if you wanted to get some sort of, if you're using them for texture, you can actually use these stamps and just don't put them on a block, and then just sort of use your finger to stamp them with. Hang on. And you might just stamp part of the image rather than the whole thing. Whoops, that was in the way. And that one there. There we go. And now I'll go back in with the Blushing Bride, with the little one, the other one. Actually, there we go. So we're just going to put some little spots in where there's gaps. These little stamps are useful if you've got small spaces to fill in. I might have been tempted to do these in the darker pink, but I'm a bit worried about opening the ink pad again, so I'm not going to. This one. When we cut it up, it won't matter if we cut some of the images off. They're just there. We're just filling in spaces basically now. So I've got an idea of how these are gonna be put on my page, how I'm going to use them. There we go. And there we go. I think that will do. I'm going to leave it. Almost. Have a couple more on this one. The one there. There we go. I mean, you can keep going for as long as you like, and you can use as many different stamps as you like, but I think I'm going to limit it to that for now. So I will be back in 2 minutes. I won't be long. Hello. Right, I'm back now. I just wanted to get all my bits together again. So I'm going to cut this first of all into 4. And I'm going to cut it at 4 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to cut it in half again at 5 7/8. Now what I need to do, I've got a card, this is an A5 card, and I've cut a piece of a pink card. This is Blushing Bride, which is the same colour that I've used the ink on there. And what I need, I've cut this to 5 5/5 lengthways by 3 7/8. Okay, so that's the size of my mat. This is a mat or layer, and then I want this to fit onto it with a small gap as well. So I want this eventually to be 3 5/8 this way by 5 3/8. Okay, yes, that's right. So I need to trim this down. Now I need to decide how much of the pattern I want to show, and I want as much as the pattern as possible to show, but I can cut this bit here. I think I'm going to cut this bit because I want I need some white space as well, and I think I might cut a little bit off this edge here. So I've got a lot of white there, and then I might cut a bit more of this pattern off along this edge here because I want it to be 3 5/8. So do I want all of that, or do I want, I cut it to 3 3/4 there. That's okay. And then I'm going to cut a little bit more off this side, so I want it to be 3 5/8. There we go. There we go. So this should now fit onto there. Now I can either have it that way up, or I can have it that way up. Or if it's going to be that way up, it'll be like that. Actually, I think that would look quite nice. And then I'll put a Happy Easter down here, so, or something along those lines. So you could have them as birthday cards, you could have it as Easter cards, you could have them as get well, or hello, or thinking of you. I mean, it depends what you want your cards to be, basically. So I think I will use the Night of Navy for these. And I'm going to put Happy Easter on this card. There we go. Now I just need to be careful. I don't want the edge. Yes, hooray! So that's done. And then on the inside of the card, I'm going to stamp. Now I'm going to do it that way, so it's this way. Make sure I get it the right way round. This one says, ooh, wow, I've actually got it on the stamp tidily. There we go. Easter is a lovely reminder of new beginnings. Now I've got these stamps from, well, 2 different stamp sets. The Happy Easter is from last year's stamp set, Welcome Easter. So I've got the Happy Easter from there. I could have put Welcome Spring if I wanted to use just the one set, and then I've chosen this one, and I've also got this little flower image as well because I thought it would look nice if we took that inside as well. So I'll put that there. Could have left that on a little bit longer, and then I'm going to put the flower just down in the corner there, and I've got some envelopes somewhere. Here we go. And I thought it'd be nice to put the flower on there. And again, just there. There we go. So I've put the flower on my envelope as well. So I've decorated that. Decorated the inside of my card, and now I'm going to put my layers and things on. So I'll use my if I can find out what I do with them. Here we go. Is there anything left on my snail? Don't think there is. No, there's not. Where's my, there we go, my Stampin' Seal. My Stampin' Seal, here we go. I'll just put some on the card and line that up so it's got a small border, hopefully the same size all the way around, and then put some on the back of here. And it's easier if you can to do the stamping before you put the card together, I mean, you can do it afterwards if you don't know what you're going to use it for, but you want to make it up later on with another sentiment that you choose to. So if you wanted to make up a set of them from your one sheet wonders, then you can do that. So that's my Happy Easter. I can decorate it with a few embellishments maybe. What have I got that would look nice on here? Some of these might be nice. What else have I got? Maybe the pink ones on there. We'll use for those. This one. So get my Stampin' Pick. Oops. I take a pick tool, I should say. One up there. One down here. And one. If I can get it off, there we go. Whoops, one in the middle there. There we go. Doesn't matter where you put them, just somewhere. And then, so that's one card and envelope. And then I'll just do a quick one with the other card that I've got. I'll stick this together a minute. I'll just put this one on. I'm going to use the same colour for this one on the background. There we go. Because this doesn't matter. And then we'll cut this one up. Now for this one, put this away a minute, just while I cut it up. I don't want my no, it doesn't matter. I'll use the trimmer. I'm going to cut, this time I want it to be 3 here. So yeah, I'm going to cut that off there, and then I'm going to cut this bottom bit because I don't necessarily want these showing, so I'm going to cut that off, and then I'm going to cut this bit off to make it 4 5/8. There we go. So that's my card fitting on there, but I could have it that corner, or I can have it that way up, or I can have it that way up again, but I think I'll have it this one going across here. So here we go. So we just and I haven't stamped this one first after I said I would stamp them first, so never mind, we'll do it now. So we can get the Night of Navy back. Could use Old Olive. No, I think I'll carry on. I think it looked quite nice with it. Night of Navy. So I'm going to put the Happy Easter along here this time. So you can see, I think sometimes it depends on where your images are as to where you might want to stamp your sentiments. I think that looks quite nice. I could have raised it a little bit, but I think it's okay. And then on the inside I'm going to put my greeting again. I would have used, like I usually use on my simple stamping, the noted cards and envelopes, but I think it would be, because the images I've put are quite spread out, they would be sort of swamping the actual card, so that's why I've used there we go. I will get that sorted out. I've got my rubber, my eraser. This is a sand and rubber eraser, and if you're careful you need to be quite gentle. You can get some of the marks to come off, especially if you do it quite soon after they've been stamped. Sometimes it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you just end up smudging things all over the place. So you just have to see. I mean, you could end up, if you're not careful, you can take paper away, some of the card away from it, and you get a rough patch of card, but that's not too bad at the moment. You just have to persevere a bit. So that's the way you can do it, and I'll spend a bit of time doing the same thing on this side as well. So we might be able to move most of that off there as well. But I think I might end up spending a bit of time doing that. Okay, so that's my second card. I can do the envelope as well with the flower. Just going to clean that off. If I can find out what I did with mine. There it is. Just clean that off first, because it's got all blue around the outside. So there. Aha, now it's upside down, but never mind. One there. So never mind, it's coming down from the top for a change. Oh, right. Never mind. There we go. Just clean that one off. There we go. Right, so those are my cards, and I've still got enough to make another 2 cards, or maybe more, depending on what size I choose to do them. So that's 1 and that's 2. I can put another couple of those pink, these are the Noble Peacock rhinestones, and again these are retired, so you won't be able to find these on my online shop if you are looking, unfortunately, because they are not being used anymore. They came out with a specific set of papers to coordinate with them, and the papers are not with us anymore either, but I think they look quite nice. So I've still got this paper left, which I can use on some more cards. With this one's quite, I might use that one as a square card maybe, and then I'd have to put the sentiment over the top somehow. So we'll see. I'll see how I use that one up. And again, that one would be quite easy to use with an A6 card. Just cut that down again. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please can you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or suggestions or queries, you can leave them below, or you can email me at triciascardsandcrafts@yahoo.com. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Tricia's Cards and Crafts, and if you want any of the products, any of the stamp sets that I've used today, you can find me, and lots of other goodies as well, you can find them on Tricia's Cards and Craft, no S, .stampinup.net. Okay, again, thank you. Hope you have a happy Easter. Hope you had a good Mother's Day last week if you were a mother, and if you're not, I hope you had a nice day anyway and a good weekend, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thanks again for joining me. Bye for now.